Actually, I'll wait. Alright, we're good. We're live. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another exciting episode of the Midnight Broadcast Network. This evening we have our future truck guys running at Daytona. Gonna be a 100-lap race. Should definitely be exciting there, Deadpool.
Yes, it will be. I think we're going to have a good race. We've been having some good practices, and we had a really good qualifying, so I think we're going to have a good race on our hands tonight.
Oh, I agree. I think there's a lot of talent in here. They've been busting their asses for the last, 2 weeks, just getting ready for this race. I think we're going to have a really competitive race. I think there's a lot of people in here that, that they feel like they have something to prove, and prove it to your people on the your competitors on the racetrack.
Yes, I agree with you, brother, 100%. I believe that all the hard work they're putting in is finally starting to show, and I know they're not just racing to trucks, but they're also trying to race for their teams and their their teammates, their owners, and just all the way across the board. They're just trying to do the best they can week in and week out as we go through these races in the next several weeks ahead.
Well, it should definitely be an exciting race. I know you were going to go through our starting lineup there, Deadpool.
Well, I haven't got it in front of me here yet, so I'm waiting for it to get it.
1 second here. I'm trying to get the lobby set up here.
Okay. Once I take my invite, I'll turn off my notifications so that way it's not interrupted.
I got you. You guys want to go ahead with like what's going to be going on as far as length? I know you mentioned it was already 100% race.
That's
going to be normal wear.
Yep. Yeah, it's going to be a 100% race. Times one. The fuel is not going to be a really impact in the first couple stages. It's going to be more just racing hard, but I don't think we'll actually see a fuel thing until probably the second stage of the run, where it's going to be about a 43 lap run on fuel, so you're looking about 50 laps that final stage. So within the last 7 laps, if there's no cautions at stage green, it will come down to pit strategy and who does what when the time comes. So it's going to be very interesting, and who's going to work with who and who's going to lead that person out the drive. So I'm looking forward to it.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Should definitely be an exciting race here. A lot of things that go into this is obviously drafting. This place is obviously known for drafting, so you gotta stay in the draft.
Oh yeah, once you lose the draft here, you're pretty much done, because these guys are running 47s and 48s in a draft, and you're running 49.4s, 5s, and 6s by yourself. So that's a second to almost 2 seconds a lap of difference. You've got to hang on to the draft and keep with somebody. If not, you're going to be in trouble really fast. Those are the guys to be praying for the end of these stages to come along, because it is so boring driving out back by yourself lap after lap. I don't enjoy it at all.
Yes, sir. So I'll go through with the starting lineup here. So starting first in the 8 truck, Mystic Wall, with a dominating time qualifying wise, 25 MP Roofer. We got the 19 of Kevin Macy in 3rd, the 15 of Creed in 4th, 24 from the back in 5th, 98 of Dale Jr. in 6th, the 52 truck of RKM in 7th, the 88 of David Wallace in 9th, or in 8th, sorry. 98's Dale Jr. The lineup, I got the lineup here, but all I have is the numbers.
Well, I just got the invite.
I don't think that there's anyone. I mean, if you were to watch the last Tuesday, a lot.
Important tonight to, you know, keep the draft. I don't see not one person, you know, pulling out and, you know, pulling away. I mean, if you go back to your Cup race last week, you know, when y'all ran the 500 in the Cup cars, you know, pit strategy, when you pit with somebody, is going to be very important because you don't want to pit by yourself. Once you pit by yourself, you're done. So you want to pit in them groups where if you do fall behind, you can work together and run that pack back down. And you never know, you could have that same strategy like y'all were having before that late caution came out, where that front group still had to pit and you were right there and y'all did not have to pit. It's just a balance act of what can happen and what is not going to happen.
Absolutely.
Y'all got any predictions? Who's your favorite in this one tonight, NRG? Who do you got?
Well, I tell you, man, it's hard for me to go against the one guy in this race that I drafted, Kevin Macy. I've heard a lot of good things about him as far as this race goes. Apparently, he was doing a phenomenal job of holding the line and, you know, just dragging people with him. So, you know, they're on the pace lap now. What about you, Deadpool?
I'm actually got my eye on that number 8 truck that's sitting on the pole. My teammate, Mr. Quall, he has been busting his butt all week and the last couple weeks and practicing, and you know, he's really showed a lot of improvement. I think he's going to do really well, but I do have a dark horse in this race tonight. I think that number 15 of Creed is going to show some people that he's just not going to stay at the back of the pack. I feel like he's going to have a really good race. So watch him to show what he's got here. What about you, Twisted?
You know, I'm gonna go with from the back there as my main pick. My my dark horse there. I'm actually gonna give you 2. I'm gonna go with CWA Larsonator. Actually, no, I'm gonna give you 3. CWA Larsonator, Canfield, and Dale Jr.
Now, mind you guys, we got 2 of our Cup regulars racing tonight. We got AJ Storm, he's in the 13, and we got Marcus E-Dub in the 87.
I was just about to mention that. Thank you, NRG. And we do not want to leave out the fact that Roofer starts on the outside pole as well. He's going to give up give it all he's got and give these guys a run for their money.
He's put in more work to this race than anybody else, as we are going green flag.
We're green here. There we go.
And Mystic Wall there leading them off to the green flag in the turn 1.
Yes.
The high banks of Daytona as Roofer takes the lead away from Mystic Wall up here pretty quick.
Yes, that was actually, he got a really good start on the outside, which you really don't see that a whole lot. You would think that inside line, but he got a heck of a jump on that start, so go Roofer.
Well, I'm telling you, like I said, that guy has put in so much work over the last week or two, knowing that this is the first race of the season, and he put in more work. I'm willing to bet he's put in more work to this race than anybody else in this field. Any 2 people combined.
Oh, absolutely. Him and from the back, both.
Oh yeah, they have. Oh yeah, it's kind of funny. They have put up me, him. Ooh, there's a little contact between the 8 and the 19 there a little bit. as we going down the front stretch. But yeah, him in front of back has put in so many hours, man. The three of us, and I got to give it a shout out to Noku, man. He sat up there with us and running lap after lap after lap, man. All just helping us out.
Yo, trouble in the back.
There's trouble back. You have the 2-car hitting, going flying down the inside wall. Ooh, tough.
13 was rolling.
Caution out.
No, we're staying green, actually.
Yep, we
Tough,
stay
like, that's
green.
Larsonator in the 2.
That's
I actually
Larson,
have
yes.
his stream up, and
And we have a new leader, too.
Mystic Wall.
Like,
this is the 8 car.
Mystic Wall.
Yep, he is our
Mystic
pole
Wall.
sitter.
Yep.
And you know, a little bit of facts here. So this is originally this was going to be a 50% race. It was going to be, you know, 2 times wear with stages. It was going to be too short of a race. It's like, you know what? These guys have literally, like I mentioned at the very beginning of the stream, they busted their asses, you know, setting these trucks up and just, you know, trying to get it ready to go. And it's like, you know what? Let's let these guys put on a show. They've gotten into a line here. So with that being said, we're looking at about 43 laps to a tank of fuel here if you're the lead car. Maybe 44, 45 if you're mid-pack and you're burping it a little bit more. But this first stage is 20 laps, so they will not have to pit in either of the first 2 stages. But I'm really hoping to see a green flag pit stop in the 3rd stage. It'd be late once we get to that point, you know, see what happens.
Yeah. Well, you know, when I see them actually hit pit row, you know, in a situation, if I was in their shoes, when they actually do hit
the outside
pit row,
line working here, the 98 and the 88, they're going to try to get around the 8. Oh.
Yeah, but the
98's going to leave the 88 hanging out there.
Yep. Yeah, he leaves them out to dry, and now that train's going to just go right on by him. There ain't nothing he can do about it.
You're going to have to side in behind 24 from the back there.
Yep. All he's got to do is wait to get back in line, and then start. There's a the 19 is in the wall. That is
Kevin Macy.
Casey Macy in the wall hard. Oh man.
Still no caution.
Not a sponsor of Toyota, but they are right now.
Yeah, that is a caution, isn't it? Or they stay green. They stay green. Yep, we stay green. Wow.
I think he'll tuck in behind these guys if he can maintain speed and get the back of that draft. They'll be all right.
But we actually have another leader. We get back up front. Looks like the 98 truck is actually, I can't see who that is, has gotten around Mystic Wall.
98's the Dale Jr.
Dale Jr. 98 has got the lead, but Mystic Wall is all over him, pushing him. You know,
now these guys that got involved in these early incidents, they shouldn't have to worry about going a lap down unless they're a single car by themselves. But
looks like they've all bunched up together.
Wouldn't be a bad idea. You don't really have to worry about tires too much. You could go down. You could take you know, just enough fuel to get to the end of the stage, or you could fill up at the end of the stage and not have to pit and get your lap back at the end of the stage. You're not going to go 2 laps down like you would, you know, last night,
at Richmond.
like at Richmond. So you could definitely. There's a lot of things you can do here.
Oh yeah, and you know, like you said, I'll touch on something you were talking about. Tires is not a really issue. You could actually just make sure you can take 2 tires or take none. You really don't need tires here. It's all about fuel. That's what you really have to worry about at these high-speed super speedways. Is, you know, make sure you have enough of fuel in the car to make it to the end. I mean, just tires is, you know, it's always good to get some Mr. Feel-Goods, but fuel is the most important thing here at this track.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Sir, in this draft pack here, you know, 6-car train running at front, they're pulling away.
Yeah, they got into a rhythm, and You know, they just settled in, and then you got in this little back. Oh, wait a minute! There is a
Trouble.
car in the grass in the front stretch.
And that'll bring out a caution.
Oh, yep, that will bring out a caution.
All right, so that's gonna bring us to.
All right, you want me to go see how many laps it is and stuff, and give us a little report?
I actually have it pulled up on my phone. Once we get back going here and we get if we get things spread back out, that wouldn't be a bad idea. As I can see now, Mystic, Roofer, David Wallace are all electing to pit here. I'm watching Larsonator stream. If you don't follow him on YouTube, go check him out. His YouTube page is called Larsonator Productions. Go check him out. He usually broadcasts all of his races, and it's very awesome just to like watch what these guys are seeing compared to what you're seeing here on the broadcast. It's really nice. You watch our Cup guys, Pat's Ace One, and WVU also Jason Keffer.
Oh.
He broadcasts his races. It's the way to go. But we, as we just started this, we have 9 laps to go in stage 1.
Wow, those first laps actually.
Oh, there are stages?
Actually, oh!
Stages are on.
Oh, there's a big contact going, in the corner. There's a bunch of cars together. Oh, my Lord, that is just crazy.
Everyone in the back, I'm not sure what happened there. I seen one car get on the apron. Looks like we're staying green.
Yeah, that's a tough break right there. That's a tough break. But like you said, there's ain't but a few more laps to go with a stage, so these guys ain't too much in trouble of going a lap down. It's just that kind of that aggravation, you know, riding back here like go back to last week's Daytona when you got caught up in a couple things, you got behind, you know. Tell us about what you were going through and what you felt in that situation, NRG.
Well, here's the thing, man. You know, when you're in a long race like this, like literally this race is the same amount of laps as our race was last Tuesday. When you get shuffled back to the back like that, this early in the race, you got to realize as long as you can stay on the lead lap, you have nothing to worry about. You'll be fine. You know, there's going to be other people battling, which is going to, you know, there's people who they take things a little differently than others, and so you just never know. You know, I'm always the one, especially towards the end of the race, I've always said cautions breed cautions. You know, if you look at the end of our 500 race, there was a boatload of them right there towards the end, and it was just like, it was the moment in time where everyone was just like, their aggression level went up. You know, I happen to be in a position where...
Whoa, 33 in the wall.
Oh man.
Well, yeah, they saved it though. That was a good save.
Yeah, that was.
But needless to say, there's nothing to sweat here. You got this outside line working the 41 of Big D Destroyer, or Big Destroyer.
Yeah. Big D has got a good truck as well, y'all. We didn't talk about the start, but he actually has a really good truck up under him, and I expect to see Kevin Macy get his way when this whole start next stage and everybody gets called together. Yeah, and he is.
This is his first race with Midnight, and I think, at least it's being broadcasted, and he's putting on a heck of a show so far.
He is.
Yes, sir. In the lead, I've ran with him and Dale Jr. in a couple other leagues. I've also run with our other guy in the the Fade Grand National Series. I ran with Curtis. Actually, all four of us all ran together, and Deadpool ran with us too. So, yeah, a nice little five-piece here, where we've ran together for a while.
Now, you both are racing tomorrow night, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, we are. Matter of fact, we have our season opener at Daytona. I'm really looking forward to getting out there tomorrow night. I put my South Point Hotel and Casino 21 Chevrolet Camaro in third place. You know, I won our dual race this past Monday night. So I'm ready to get this thing rolling, man. I've got a really good car, and I'm really happy with what I got, and I'm just anxious to race.
It's just that, you know, I'll be rooting for both. Yeah, I root for everyone, man. The only people I don't root for are the competitors that I'm in on my track, or you know, my races. Last night was a little different story. I didn't have too much of a competitive car, but I was definitely rooting for my teammates. But that's just a given. But when it comes to these guys here and you guys tomorrow night, I'm rooting for all y'all. I just want to see some good racing, and you know, so far, you know, we're seeing some good racing. People got shuffled back there, but
ooh, wait a minute. There's a car in the back of that back next page that actually got into the wall, coming off of two a little bit.
Oh yeah, yep.
Couldn't really see which one it was because I was watching this front pack go through these cars and see where everybody's running at the moment. See what it was going on. What I'll do is into this stage, into this right here, when we come to it, I'll probably jump in and check on the guys. I'll see what's going on, how everybody's feeling, you know, just in between things, you know. Don't want to bother them during when they're racing like this.
Absolutely. We got 3 laps to go, coming to 2 to go.
What happened to Roofer?
Yeah,
he's hanging out back. Oh, well, he was sitting back here in the top 10. I think he was one of the cars that was in the wall.
Yeah, he was. He was.
As we're just getting word that did Slade just win the A race there in the showcase races tonight? So if that's the case, good job for him, man.
All right, good job. Let's go, RCR.
Gotta support our midnight boys, man. You know, that's another thing I wanted to say is, you know, good luck to all them guys out there tonight that are racing the showcase races that are a part of midnight anyway.
Yeah, got a couple takers on pit road here. Looks like the 15 and the 19 all headed down pit road.
That's smart.
That's smart. It looks like they're going ahead and pit and get them out before 2 laps to go, so they don't get black flagged, and they can stay out and get up front and clean air. Yeah, that's really good. If them
got pit road penalties, they could have taken their time. They could they don't have to worry about tires. They just take fuel and go. They're gonna go a lap down though right here. All right, they both come off at the same time. They're going to be a lap down, but they don't have to pit at the end of the stage, and they might not be too worried about these stage points. So, good deal there.
There's plenty of time. They get this. Oh yeah, they will, no doubt.
Are stage points awarded in the league? Do they count in the total points?
I believe that they do.
Yes, they do. Stage, you know, a win's really important, but stage wins on top of it really help your case when you go into the championship run at the end of the season, because it just helps you so much. I mean, it's a big difference from, you know, just running average, you know, finishes, but when you can...
Well, I mean, the only reason I was asking is because we don't have a playoff system in our league.
Yep. Well, I'm going to jump over here and check on these guys, and yes, you are very true about
go
that.
ahead. So, our stage 1 winner
is Big D.
He worked his way up to 4th.
Is AJ racing in Group B tonight?
No, he's not.
He's not racing?
Nope. Anyway, so let's see here. 80 laps to go. Well, we like what, 78. Let's see how many laps this stage is here. Now Dale Jr. in first, Baker Bones in second, third RKM. So that's your top 3. And the second stage here is
Baker Bones, he in that 52 truck, right?
No, RKM's in the 52. Baker Bones is in the 21. Oh, we got a big wreck.
Whoa,
Big wreck right off
big
the
one.
rip.
Yeah, a couple people died there.
Yep. Front stretch just became a graveyard. I don't know who was all involved there, but looked like half the field at least.
Well, there is some development stories actually going on in that one chat I just jumped out. Come to find out, the 87 of Marcus Edub's setup did not save, so he is running on a default setup as we run here. Creed
Dang it, Marcus.
did get, yeah, dang it, Marcus. Creed did get a speeding penalty on that end of that stage. So he's got to you know, the other guy, Kevin, they've got to regroup. Everybody's trucks are handling fine other than Marcus having that little misstep. And he's like, dang it, Deadpool.
You don't see who's in second place here, right?
Yeah, I see. That is the
Larsenator.
Yeah.
Here.
And it was a
good recovery so far.
Yeah,
we
very good recovery.
To 14 laps to go in the second stage.
Yes, that is very
so
good.
These guys can, you know, get her spread out here and we can get back to some racing. But it looks like the 15 just got into the side of the Larsenator there, and
yeah, I think he got a little bit of help. I think right there to get into Larsenator.
He got a little bit of help.
Caution is
out again. Man, he went from second to 15th there.
You sure there's a caution? Yeah, there's caution. Holy crap.
Talk about no luck, man. I really like to see these guys, you know, get spread out here a little. Not spread out, but, you know, get in the formation, you know. Let's get with your teammates. Let's start, you know, making an outside line work and not be swerving all over the place, you know.
Yeah, we are.
I mean, this race could easily go to 50% next week if, you know, it's going to be a caution fest from here on out. Yeah, I'd love to see these guys just work it out because they put in a lot of work to just race tonight.
Oh yeah, they don't want this thing to go caution where it just runs through those laps. And there's another wreck.
Caution off the start.
Yeah, that would be Marcus E-Dubs and Larsenator getting tangled up there. Holy smokes, there's wreck. But we stayed green actually. The two, the 87 and the, what is this truck going by on our screen? Behind the two-car truck. Who is that?
Whoa, contact in the back between the 13 and the 25.
Ooh, 25. That's old MP Roofer.
Yeah, the 19 went way off the track too.
24 getting a huge run there.
That would be from the back right there. Mr. Will, good job. Getting a run up on these guys in the front. Oh man, Mystic. Oh, there is Canfield. Look at Canfield up in second place here as we go through these closing laps of the second stage.
He needs to hold her steady, man.
Yeah, he is. He's a little wobbly
right now. Maybe that's just on my screen.
No, mine
that's
too.
Another thing I've been trying to preach since last Tuesday, man.
Whoa, he got in the apron.
33 hits the apron. But go ahead. Sorry about it.
You're all right, man. The only two cars that need to be hooked up on this track is the first and second place car. You got to give that person in front of you a little bit of room and so on. You know,
look at the 24 jump to the outside.
Yeah, I don't think he had it. Oh, the 33 just
the 8 is in the wall there a little bit.
Whoa, he's gonna pay him back.
There's contact. Holy smokes! They are like they are beating and banging at the high speeds of Daytona. Wow. Look at this outside line.
You gotta give that person in front of you a
together.
little bit of room, man.
Yeah.
The second that third car in the line hits that second car, it's over for that whole line. That person makes one sudden move, that person's getting thrown left or getting thrown right into the wall.
Well, look at this. Dale Jr. is getting hung out to dry on this right here. Look at this. He just got passed by 4 cars. Wow, what a teamwork right there. Wow, that was some. Ooh, the 98 gets into the 88 as we come back to the trial. Well, holy smokes. Wow, Dale Jr.'s being a little aggressive there, don't you think, Twisted? And there's a truck that is actually out.
That's the 98 of Dale Jr. on pit road.
Did he leave?
No, he's still in. He's on pit road serving a penalty.
Wow.
I'd like to see what happened there.
I will go and get a story.
Is he in that party chat?
Yes, I will go see what happened. Hey, give me 1 second. I will go see.
All right.
I will have a story, development on the story in just a second.
So Twisted, you know, so far as we're coming towards the end of the stage here, you know, what's your thoughts on the race so far?
I feel like the first stage was pretty good. There was a lot of pack racing. You know, you had that 6-car train at front, then you had a 3-car train, a couple other 3-car trains, and you had the guys in the back. But ever since these guys have been pretty bunched up together, it seems like a lot of them won't give each other enough room, and that's causing a lot of issues. But
I feel that way too. We see one guy out here. Who is that? Is that the? Oh well, he tried to make the outside line work, but then he hit the wall himself.
I'll tell you, if this second pack of guys here, them battling is just letting this 41, this 8, this 92, and this 88 just pull away. You gotta get into a line. Running side by side ain't gonna help their situation whatsoever.
No. And I know AJ, he's sitting there, he's saying, hey, will you back up so we can drive together? At 13, he's running there by himself behind 2 cars. They're just, I don't know why they're not doing that, but that's what happened. And you got 87 of Marcus E-Dub. He just kind of just running in circles.
Running in circles.
He boogered up. He didn't put in a setup. Feel bad for him. The 98's still on pit road, but it doesn't show him as ghosted. Maybe he did back out. I don't know. Unless he's serving like a 5-lap penalty, I don't know. I've never heard of such thing, but he's not ghosted on my screen anyway.
Well, the story is that Dale Jr. had lost connection to the race. One of the top competitors in this race lost connection to the race. What a tough break.
That is tough.
He is heartbroken because he had a good truck in this race. That is heartbreaking.
Well, he led a lot of laps here at the beginning. He had a lot of people. Not a lot of people. He had, you know, some teammates forming an outside line working against him, but he had a good truck. That is for sure.
I'm sure he'll be back next week at ISM, right?
I do not know if he's in the schedule full time, so we will see.
But I believe that the 41, a big destroyer, is our leader right now.
I will be right back, fellas.
Mystic is all over his bumper. On my screen, like the guy, who is that in the 35? I don't know. That dude's like nose is halfway underneath the tail end of that truck.
Yeah, somebody we haven't talked too much about was the 92 of K Taddy too.
Yeah, that's who I was. That's who it was.
K Taddy up there making a case.
Yes, sir. You know, I was gonna ask you, out of all these guys, who do you race with out of all these guys, mostly?
I race with Roofer a lot. I race with From the Back a lot. I race with Mystic Wall, RKM, Big D. I race with Dale a lot, Canfield. I race with a lot of these guys. usually.
You're one of them guys that just gets along with everyone.
I try.
I seen your YouTube video, or not your YouTube video, your Twitter video the other day. Which, if you want to promote your Twitter account, it's a mouthful. I'm not gonna try to pronounce your handle. Slade did it, and it took him about 20 minutes. I forget what race that was, but he was trying to, promote your Twitch account. And
Yeah,
I was in here for like 20 minutes, like, are you done yet?
Yeah, man. My biggest thing is I stay humble. All of my achievements, I always like. I like to make a video giving thanks to everybody that helped me get to the points where I've gotten to. That's just how I always have lived my life.
And you were just recently
Affiliated with Twitch, Fade Grips, and we are also. I'm also a main streamer for NATO Esports.
There you go. So check all them guys out.
Yep.
Help old Twisted out. He does a lot for our community, and we appreciate you, man. Like big time.
Thank you. I appreciate being here. I appreciate the opportunities that y'all give us, or y'all give me, and I make the best out of every one of them.
Absolutely. This 5-car pack out front right now, they're just kind of cruising, dude.
Oh, I know.
They're in a straight line. These guys, this is about as straight of a line as I have seen. Okay, as soon as I say that, they kind of get a little squiggle going in the 3.
Yeah. Yeah,
but that's something that I noticed in our cup race, man. It was hard. At the end of the stage.
I was just gonna say that.
Caution out.
No.
Was I wrong about who was in the lead? I thought the 41 was in the lead. Might be wrong.
No, I think there was maybe a caution in this. Here, I will find out for us.
Oh, it says caution on Larsonator's screen. But everyone's going to be taking tires here, fuel. Yep, Dale Jr., he's backed out, 7 laps down.
Yeah. Lost connection, which has a tough break. These guys are not going as fast as you fellas were a week ago at Daytona. Tell everybody a little bit what it felt like. These guys only hit about 201, 202, but explain to everybody what it felt like to hitting 225 and going in the corners. Give everybody a little taste of what that was like.
Oh, I'm telling you, man, when we got into a line at a couple points during that race, as the 21, I think, the 21 had a huge start there. Holy crap!
Yeah, he did. Yeah, like shot out of a cannon.
Oh, contact in the back there too.
Oh,
we'll get to that once we get everything started out here. Let's hope that these guys. This is the beginning of stage 3, so if they go green, we are definitely looking at green flag pit stops.
Oh yeah.
As that outside line starting to form a little bit. You got one guy just kind of cruising on the apron. I'm not sure who that is.
That is the 19
so
of Kevin Macy.
That's my boy. These guys are forcing the issue, man. We can't. Oh,
whoa, big contact. 24 into the 33.
33, yep.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's Canfield, and
from the back.
I think there was some I think there's some tempers. There's been some there's some pressure building that between the 33 and the 24, and I think and a few other drivers, and I think it finally hit his boiling point there.
The thing is, in NASCAR, man, like, emotions get the best of people.
Report here that Baker Bones is lagging quite a bit. It would be advised to either drop to the rear of the field or back out. One of the two. You don't want to booger up the rest of the field because of a lag issue, and literally there was 3-4 people. Okay, now he says he's not quitting the race. So I guess we'll see how this goes. I'm sure there'll probably be some people pretty unhappy. Hopefully his lagging issues quit before the end of this.
Yeah, like I was saying, I know there's some,
Whoa, contact again, 24 and 52.
oh, come on, fellas, calm down.
13 getting a little aggressive there with the 92 and the 33.
Yeah, a little too aggressive. They need to settle down. It's just, there's a lot of laps got to go. Let them, y'all need to settle down with this race, fellas. We're all friends
That's
here.
what
I
I'm
know.
saying.
I know it brings the competitive side, but as many as laps as we ran together, I mean, over the last
Yeah,
week
21,
and a
you're
half.
lagging.
Yeah,
Bad.
21's lagging
I'm
very
watching.
bad.
I'm watching your on car. You're lagging like it's your job.
But you know, we ran, shoot, almost 1,000 laps, if not more, running 50, 100% races here, just over and over. It's been crazy the amount of work we put into the, you know. I've even jumped into the trucks and actually run with these guys, and then they jumped in the Xfinity car and ran with me. So the hours, you know, so, oh,
Yeah,
wow,
this
he
lag
is
is bad, dude.
Yeah, if you guys are watching the stream, you can see it because I'm watching at 21.
As he just put the 8 and the 19 in the wall.
Oh, come on, but oh my.
Taker, I would advise you at this point to leave the race.
Yep. It's time to go, buddy. I'm sorry. It happens to the best of us. It happens to a lot of people.
He just took out the whole field.
Yeah, I know. I was watching.
Yeah.
You gonna send him a message, John RG?
Gotcha.
It's unfortunate, but connection issues, creating problems for everybody on the track. You don't want that.
Yeah, we can't be having that. I mean, I understand some lagging issues. Usually, sometimes they sort themselves out, but when you are literally going from the start-finish line and then lagging clear back into the middle of the backstretch and then forcing your way the whole way, I mean, dude.
Yeah, you're taking out the field. Yeah, you can't do that.
As you see, there are some people frustrated with them forcing them off the track here. I don't agree with that, but at the same time,
there's some tempers flaring, and I can only imagine what it's going to be like after this race tonight when people talk with each other. There's going to be some cooling off process after this race, and I'm sitting here talking like this. I bet you at some point tomorrow night I'll get kind of just as frustrated. So it's part of racing. You can't.
Yeah, frustrating is one thing, man. You know, lag issues are some things that you can't really do a whole lot about it. If you have McDonald's Wi-Fi like myself, you know, if it were up to me, I'd be broadcasting this race, but you know what? I'd be better off taking my PlayStation and broadcasting a race at McDonald's if that was the case.
Yeah, I know. Same here.
3 wide, and obviously that didn't work.
Come on, guys, settle down.
Guys. Caution is out again. We're not going to see a green flag pit stop.
Everything was going good that first stage. I don't know what kind of shift the gear.
I'm not sure either. I hate to see it for these guys because these guys, well, they're still going to be short on fuel. They're still 40. They're going to be 45 laps to go. I believe at the green flag, and on Larsonator's screen, he's got 40 laps of fuel as of right now. So I imagine everyone else is. We still got a ways to go.
Mm-hmm. You know, if you sit here and think about it, you could do this strategy where if you're in a party and you're so short on fuel, you could maybe split up a stage or split up this thing where you would go so many laps and get a group of guys, hit pit road, only take the fuel you need to get back and going, where these other guys will be going and they would still have to pit.
21,
dude. The 21.
Yeah.
Come on, man. You got to get out,
Yeah.
man. You got to back out, dude. You're literally murdering the entire field, dude.
Yeah, he is.
because I'm not in the truck, Chaz. There's contact again.
15. And somebody else just got into it there. That was the, what was that, the 32?
That looked like that thing that was actually Canfield and getting into the, took the 8 truck out. Oh, man. Baker refuses to leave.
I feel bad for these guys, man. I absolutely feel terrible for everyone that's in this race right now. But you know what? We'll see what happens here. Maybe, like I said before, maybe his issues will stop, but I doubt it. We'll see. This is not a good first showing for him, or you know, he's at this point, it's making everyone else look bad.
Oh, yeah. And it's heartbreaking for the rest of these guys, man. They put so many hours, and there's a lot of fast trucks in this field. It's heartbreaking. It really, truly is to see this. Is that the 87 truck on the outside of the 13 in second place? Is that AJ Storm and Marcus Edom on the restart right here?
I believe AJ's in the 2, isn't he?
No, that's Larson there. Yeah, that's AJ Storm in the 13 and the 87 of Marcus Edom. Our Cup guys have made it to the front here. Wow, good job. Way to go, Marcus. I know you're struggling with your truck. Come on, brother, you got it. Show us what you made of.
Yep, and AJ Storm has
the,
the 25 and the 24 roofer in front and the back right between them. Are they going to be able to get around them?
I believe Roofer and Will work together to figure out a way to get around them. I think they will, but right now it's not really time for them to actually do that at the moment. I think they're just attempt to ride it and make it, just turn their laps and just get to that point where they have to pit again and then come to the end. I think it's going to be a good finish.
You know, how nervous are you running back behind the CEO of our league? And, like, how nerve-wracking is that, do you think?
Not at all.
Not at all?
No, it's not.
There's been a lot of guys, and AJ and myself, that have mentioned multiple times, like, don't worry about the name that's above the car. Race your race. I'd love to see all these guys go off to the outside, form a line, and just pass them. Shuffle them clear back there, back to 10th. I mean, obviously nothing against AJ, that's my brother, but, you know, AJ wants to see these guys race their race.
Right.
Like, this isn't his race. This is everyone else's race. So,
yeah,
I mean...
AJ's just trying to play the spoiler. That's what he's doing.
Exactly.
And these truck regulars has got to stop him from doing that. So all they got to do is run the race. I don't get nervous because he's just another person. Look at this. It looked like they're going to try to make a run on the outside. But as I was saying, you can't let that intimidate you. Just run your race. Calm down.
21 finally backed out.
Yeah, I see that. I was just about to tell you about that.
What the heck is the 15 doing, man?
Getting knocked around.
He's just not having a good race, and that's Creed. He's just not having a good time right now. There's some other people that got together ahead of him. He's catching back up with them.
The 8 car of Mystic, he's having a rough going right now, and a few other guys that got shuffled back. But you can look at it. You got Roofer in from the back, and Kevin Macy and Larsonator all hanging tough with these Cup regulars right now. I'm really proud of them guys, you know, to show that they're able to keep up with these big Cup guys in races like this. What do you think, Twisted?
Oh yeah, absolutely. You know, obviously, any of the times that these Cup guys come in as spoilers, you want to put on a good show, and these guys are showing why they belong in this league. Plain and simple.
I agree with you. This is just, look at this. You got the 25 Roofer inside passing AJ. We have a new leader.
MP Roofer to
look
the front.
Look at this. Yeah, good job, Roofer. That's what I wanted to see. That's what NRG was just talking about. He wanted to see them challenge these Cup guys. Wow, good job.
I'm gonna put down there on the apron here.
Whoa! On the apron down there. Get on up on that truck. You don't want to be on the apron going in the corner. Oh no.
Uh-oh. Here we go. And AJ's going down, or the 19. Kevin Macy just got down, sent down pit road along with the 2 of Larsonator. Because of that wreck, if a caution came out, which it did, these guys can just pit and they can start back in front.
Yeah.
Well, not pit.
Did the caution
Not
come
the
out?
Caution pit, but yeah, the caution's out.
Good.
Not on my screen.
No, not on my screen.
All right, never mind. These guys are gonna have pit road penalties, and yeah, this ain't good for these guys.
Well, they need a caution. They need a caution to get caught back up, and not they're gonna be in trouble unless they can get together and come out of these pits and get together and draft to stay on the lead lap and just hold on. That's their best bet at this point.
What happened to Roofer? He was in the lead. He's still our leader, isn't he?
No, Roofer's in 11th place.
Wow.
What happened?
Where is that wreck?
I'm not really sure what happened with all that.
Here, let me go.
I've seen
and get
some
a
people
report.
getting into it coming out of turn 4. I seen a few guys get shuffled down pit road.
Let me get a report on what's going. Well, I found Roofer on the track, but let me go find out what happened to Roofer and them. Hold on, I'll be right back.
I'm pretty sure the 41 of Big Destroyer is our leader again. After all that.
And then we got the 92 of K-Taddy. We got the 8 of Mystic Wall.
Unless it's the group ahead of. Oh, it's probably the group ahead of them. That's the leaders here. That's oh, that's the 24 from the back.
Oh yeah, it would be, because those were. I do believe that those are our leaders from the back, because.
And you got Marcus E-Dub and AJ and
Are you looking at?
No, never mind. AJ is in 3rd.
Okay.
So yeah, Larsonator got shoved down pit road. He's sitting in 13th place, but he's right along behind 1st, 2nd, and 3rd place. Well, he was. Now Marcus got shoved down the apron. We're gonna get back in the line here. I'd like to see if these leaders have to pit at some point.
I believe they are going to. Well, I'll tell you though, watching these races makes you want to get out there and race.
Yeah, I agree with you. Even though I'm about all Daytona'd out, man.
You want to do a Daytona race, kinda, don't you?
I don't, I love racing the restrictor plate tracks, but man, the amount of laps that the Cup guys, and well, not just us, but everyone, these guys, what you guys have done over the last few weeks has just been ridiculous. I mean, I got so burnt out on it. I'm like, man.
I never want to see Daytona again.
I'm like, man, it's a relief being at Richmond. And last night I'm sitting there. I'm Richmond out.
You're Richmond out?
That was a pretty short race.
Yeah, it was. There were a lot of cautions, so.
There's about, well, we were doing about 3 laps per minute. It only takes 2 laps per caution, I believe. And it was still, I mean, about an hour race altogether, so 200 laps. That wasn't too bad. But I'm excited to go to Vegas next week. That'll be fun.
Yeah, Noco and Roofer and a lot of the guys, the other guys last night, we were all running some Las Vegas Cup.
It's a fun track. This second group's catching this first group.
Yeah, they are. I believe Roofer in that group, isn't he?
That second group's led by Destroyer, who obviously has a fast truck. He was leading a lot of this race. Yeah, he's being pushed by. Who's he being pushed by? Is that Roof? No, that's the 92. That's the 92 K Taddy. The 8 of Mystic and the 98 of Dale. No, that's not the 98. That's the 88 of David Wallace.
Ooh,
we hadn't talked about.
Wow. Oh man. That's an interesting story. But there is according to teammates got together and are blaming each other for that accident. So,
wait, what's going on there, Deadpool?
There is a big disagreement between Will and Roofer as we speak right now. It is very heated in Roofer's party right now. Very heated.
What, Roofer and from the back are arguing with each other?
Yeah, Roofer and Will are, but Roofer and from the back is arguing with each other. So it's very heated in that party at this moment.
Well, I'm sure they'll work it out. Them two guys are good buddies. It's Daytona. Everyone wants to win this race. Some things happen, and yeah, you do get heated even with teammates. It happens from time to time, but they'll work through it. And
oh yeah, I believe so. Who is the leader now? I've lost track during this little thing, so just trying to figure out who's.
Oh, it's still from the back. From the back is I believe it's from the back. He's leading this group of 4 here, which is him, AJ, and Marcus, with Larsenager, who is a lap down, sitting in 12th. Just kind of right behind these guys, which good idea.
It is. He's right there. If a caution comes out, he'll if he can race around and pass to get his lap back, or wait for the caution to come out to get his lap back. Or I mean, technically he can
right there. Yeah, we're sitting at 25 to go.
Technically, if he took Bill on that when he had that penalty, technically he could use this to his advantage, stay out, and just use it. I mean, use it to his advantage. I mean, it could really help these guys that actually wrecked. So in the long run, it might not hurt them. So we'll have to see in these closing laps of this race. What you think, Twisted?
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely a lot of stories going on right now. So, you know, the big move here is AJ Storm's looking to get around the 24 from the back there. But let's take a moment just to look here. The 87 truck of Marcus E-Dubs, you said he don't even have a setup in his truck.
No, he is running a default setup right now. So he's doing really good. I know Marcus has put a couple adjustments in the pit road to get his truck right, to try to help it. And he's a really talented driver. I'm so happy to be able to call him a teammate, a friend. You know, I've known him for a long time, and I've had the privilege of racing with him and against him. So it's really nice to be on the good side of things with him over at RCR. So I'm happy about that.
Pretty sure, as of now, I'm pretty sure Kevin Macy either backed out or lagged out, one of the two. And I guess now would be a good time to, you know, go and thank our sponsors, Reload, Focus, Energy Formula, Fade Grips, Run Imports, and also you can't say enough about, you know, Travis Braden, Arca Driver. Also does, I believe he does some K&N, and Tanner Berryhill. You know, just like to thank them guys. And as we're coming, I believe that we're coming up to 20 to go here. I'd like to see what the fuel strategy is going to be, if there is any.
According to the leader of WVU Motorsports there, the owner of that 24 and that 25 truck, the leaders are 2 laps short as it stands right now. But, you know, I was talking about this before. Whenever we were running draft practice for the Fade Grips Daytona race tomorrow, I was about 2 laps short on fuel. I was able to save about a lap and a half being the lead car in the draft, running full throttle, and I was actually saving a lap and a half of fuel. So it's possible that 24 truck from the back may luck out here.
Yeah, and
I'm
also
telling you right now.
Yeah,
Go ahead, buddy.
I was going to say, I was actually able to save a lap of fuel in the draft right behind him, running 65% throttle, 70% throttle, lap and a half. So you can save fuel either way. It's just how you use your throttle here. You could probably save a little bit more when you're in that between pack, but you can save. It's just very hard. But go ahead, NRG. Sorry about that.
I was going to say, anybody that's a part of WVU's team, they're going to learn how to save fuel, because there's nobody better in the Cup Series that does it. Like, I mean, WVU, he is the king at saving fuel. I don't know how he does it exactly sometimes. It amazes me. Even before I first knew him, as the 24 slides up the track and going to leave the bottom open to AJ and Marcus. I wonder if he just wants to get behind him so he doesn't get ran over going into pit road. Oh, man, he tried to squeeze into something. What is he doing? What are you doing, bud? He tried to fill a hole that was not there.
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
it looked like he had it, but I think that he got the back end of the 2.
On his screen, he was probably clear. On Larson's screen, he was not clear.
But why all that commotion happened right there behind him? It let them 3-car drive catch up to the sleep pack.
This is what I'm saying.
They
you guys
are
can't
hauling.
slam each other in the rear end like that, man. Come on. They saved it, but you seen them get squirmy there. We got a lead change now, and I hate that for Larson here. He's had nothing but bad luck tonight. Yep. And he's had a good truck. We got a big old cluster up here.
Yeah.
I believe the 41 just took the lead.
Yep, you are right. The 41 there did take the lead.
We're at 19 to go.
I've gone back through the pack back here. You've actually got the 8 truck and the 15 truck working together. That's back behind these, about a half a about a corner behind these guys riding together. Then a little bit back further than them, about a half a straightaway, you've got the 33 and the 52 working together, trying to just gain a little ground. But then you have poor Larson that are all by himself, man. That's just
Crazy how these races work, man. The 8-car pole sitter, Mystic Wall, no luck tonight, man. There's a lot of guys that just have had nothing but poor luck. You know, with Baker, you know, lagging issues, man. I understand they're uncontrollable sometimes. You know, I hope that he can come back next week, and you know, hopefully we don't have these issues. One thing I've noticed with this game, restrictor plates, they
lag worse than they lag worse than any other track.
I think it's an FPS, a frames per second thing. You know, you're traveling so fast on a huge track that obviously, you know, is a bigger, what on any other game you would consider a map. You know, you're trying to generate so many frames that, you know, if you don't have good internet, you'll lag.
Yep.
I think that might be part of the case there. We'll chat with them, or well, you know, I'll chat with them after the race. I don't want no hard feelings there. I know he had a good truck. He's been, you know, just like all these other guys that have been working so hard all week for it. But it's one race. It's one race, and there's a lot more to, you know, going forward that, you know, it just. He's got, I mean, I believe, who drafted him?
Who?
Anyone know what team? Baker
Bags.
Bones. What's
Bags?
Bags will put him in the right direction. Bags is probably the most wholesome dude that could have drafted anyone. So, you know, Bags will point him in the right direction.
Yeah, I got drafted by Bags too, so I'm excited.
You should be, man. Oh,
there's the 88 goes around. But I was actually going to say something.
Are we gonna get a caution?
I don't think so.
No caution. It stays green.
This is what I don't understand. I don't know if this is something in the update, but I noticed it last night at Richmond. There was about 3 or 4 times when I thought that there was a caution gonna come out, and it never did.
Yeah. That was
like,
a
really,
heartbreaker for the 88. Good Lord,
absolutely.
that is a heartbreaker. Right
David
there
Walsh
to make
is having such a good run.
Yeah.
And, you know, that's a guy who came from dirt not too long ago. Smoke Fan brought him in. Smoke Fan, he said, hey, give this guy a chance. And real good guy.
How many laps to go? Do we have a count?
Yeah, I'll tell you here in just about 40 seconds. So until then, we'll talk.
15 to go. Mark Waldman said. To go back on what you were talking about, Jason Kepler, aka WVU fan, he actually had to save in the night showcase and came in 4th. He posted on that as we were talking about. Good job, WVU fan. I'm proud of you, brother. Good job.
Sir, good job, WVU.
Mr. Popular. He's like the most popular
will be 13
driver.
Next time.
Yes. So in these closing laps, what do y'all expect of these leaders that's going through these leaders' heads as we get down to the end of this race?
Twisted, go ahead.
Well,
Twisted.
Save fuel if you don't got it. Save fuel. Field strategy, you're kind of in a position now where the field's pretty spread out. You got some teammates there with you. Just run your race.
Yeah. Well, in my head, I'm thinking of this situation like if say if I'm a lap short, I'll try to save. But at the same time, I want to position myself. If I could save that lap of fuel, I want to be second or third place in line. I do not want to be the leading car on the last lap. I mean, I've been in a situation where I've held them off, but 9 times out of 10, you want to be that second or third place car because you have the option to pull out, making that guy in front of you think, okay, what is he going to do? Is he just going to follow me? Is he going to go outside? Is he going to fake me outside, cross over underneath me, hit me, take me out? You never know exactly. Or you can have the guys that's a little bit behind him, the third, fourth, and placement car pull out, make a run. You never know what can happen. You just know how to time it to get it right.
Nailed it.
It's a timing thing. It is so many scenarios because you never know. They could all wreck each other, and the guy in the last place in that pack could win the race. Gee, just so many different scenarios.
And I tell you what, here's another question.
Yes.
Are we done with cautions?
Hopefully.
I don't know, man. I'd like to see these guys get launched back up. You know, there's literally one car, not one, there's a few of them a lap down now, but I tell you what, I was sitting here watching Lars Nader's stream, and, you know, he had Creed and whoever's in sixth in front of him coming behind him. He drove up, ran the high lane, let them guys get by because he's a lap down, and he tucked in behind them, and now he's just running with them. He's running his race. Unfortunate circumstances. I feel bad for him, but I'm sure he'll come back strong next week.
Oh yeah, Creed's got a fast shot.
Oh yeah, they
definitely don't count him out here.
I actually think, I'm kind of thinking there will be a caution, especially if these guys do have to dip down on pit road, because I'll take you back to our dual race on
Hey,
Monday
trying
night.
to get this outside line going here.
Yeah,
He's only
I
got
think he
two of
is.
them.
But here comes from the back. You're gonna work with him.
Yeah, good job. See, they're making a move. But go back.
I think he'd be better off going down to the inside, cutting up in front of them two, and letting them push him. Because I know he's got a fast truck.
Yeah, I would.
You know,
think
there's
so.
a few trucks tonight. I mean, who do you think are the fastest trucks tonight so far?
Right now, I'm looking at that 41 truck, the Big D.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, yeah, by default.
Yeah, I mean, if you're sitting here watching, you know, over the race, we've seen the 24 truck have the speed. We've seen, you know, so unfortunate that Dale Jr. lagged out. He had a really good truck. Roofer has a fast truck. Creed has a fast one. Mystic has a really fast. Mystic Wall. I mean, he posted a 10 faster than everybody in qualify. I mean, he has a ridiculously fast truck. But under the circumstances, you know, he's not up there. It's just part of racing. It's a heartbreaker for the team. But at the same time, you look at the guys up front, you know, that 41 truck looks really strong. Them Penske guys are on top of their game. I mean, they really are.
Man, they had a rough showing at Richmond last night, all the Penske guys, but the 13 makes contact.
Oh, here we go.
Are we gonna see a caution? No, we stay green.
I don't understand this.
What was AJ doing? Wow, that is disappointing. Well, look who... well, man.
I'm telling you what, here we go. Big Destroyer. This is,
it's coming down
as far as I'm concerned, this is his race to lose.
I wouldn't go that far. Marcus E-Dubs is trying to work. Got a 3-car battle for the lead here. Got that 92 K-Taddy.
Well, this is what kind of funny. If you go back to our dual races, it came down to me, an RCR car, and a Penske car to win that race. And it was so funny. It was just so now you got a Penske and an RCR fighting for the win in the truck race at the Daytona. That is just unreal. So awesome. It's just all these guys are just remarkable drivers. And
I'm telling you now, Deadpool, I would not be surprised if you see a couple of these guys in the Xfinity race tomorrow night. They might get a hot seat. They might get something, you know, saying, hey, you showed good class, a good race tonight. Want you to race tomorrow night. I would not be surprised one bit if a couple of these guys get bumped up to Xfinity for the night tomorrow night and race with you guys. And I believe that Big Destroyer, he deserves it. A lot of these guys do, and I mean, he's held a steady line. He hasn't done nothing, you know, crazy. He's ran a really good race, and you know, I don't want to take away from the fact that some people that were caught up in some earlier incidents, but I mean, I think overall he has ran the best race.
Big D isn't a destroyer. Big D isn't Xfinity. He was asked to come down to. That's right. He isn't Xfinity. He was just asked to fill in his seat tonight.
Okay.
I'm sorry about that, NRJ. He is in our Xfinity league. All right, thank you, RJ Smitty, for reminding us. I completely forgot. I'm concentrating on the race.
Yeah, because I remember.
Ahead,
I think FL is my teammate tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good teammate to have.
Yes, sir. I think we need another one, though. I think we need a 3-car stable there over at JRM.
I've actually, I'm gonna say this. I've worked really close with
contact.
Whoa!
Marcus is trying to side draft, but he's bumping the hell out of him.
K-Taddy.
That is. K-Taddy. K-Taddy, I tell you what, I can't say enough about that guy either.
Oh, sorry. Oh, I hear you, Hyper. Mister, we got 4 cars tomorrow in the next one. Yeah, we all know. Hush. But I'm just picking on Hyper. But yes, actually, the Penske cars are actually going to have 2 Ford helps tomorrow. They're going to have 2 Cup guys in tomorrow's Xfinity race as well. So that should be really interesting.
Yeah, we got a
Smoke Fan.
Yeah, we got Smoke Fan. We got old Noco.
Mm-hmm. That should be interesting.
He's fixing to tell everyone no. As we're at 4 to go, we'll be at 3 to go, crossing the line here.
I'm telling you, this battle for the lead. Hey guys,
I'm telling you, I don't think they have
thanks
to pit.
FL for watching, brother. But yeah, man, it's really good race up front.
Now, if you're K-Taddy, when do you want to make your move?
Whenever Marcus is willing to go, but I don't think that you can dictate what the 3rd place car there is going to do. Well, I think really what's going to happen is he's going to have to make his move, and
there he goes.
He tried to make his move and he got left out. I don't agree with that, but hey, this is what it's about. This is what racing is.
Well, tell you the truth though, oh man, I was thinking, man, I forgot what I was going to say. But anyway, it's really interesting to see how this plays out.
You know, this might have been strategy though, because they know that Marcus is using a default setup. I mean, how fast is he versus...
Whoa! This K-Taddy got on the apron, but he saved it.
Well, there's actually quite a big speed difference. There's about, I say, 3 to 4 miles an hour difference on speed. Oh, the 88 pushed up the track there. I was watching, going through the pack here as I was switching. It's a big speed difference between everything. It plays a part on the handle of your car in the draft. You know, leading in the back, your car on default is actually a little bit tighter in the draft. So Marcus is handling a really hard car.
We're coming to 2 to go here at the line.
Sure. Let's see if these 2 can play out their strategy a little bit and see maybe if they can get around at 41.
I'd like to see it come down between these 2 and not a Cup guy, but we'll see what happens.
Or are we going to see a 3-wide battle at the line?
That would be pretty awesome.
Coming to 1 to go. Whoa!
Oh no, the
leader
on
in
the
the apron.
He got loose coming off of 4. Or is he out of
Wow.
gas?
One to go, presented by RoninImports.com. As we
He
got
must be. He must
Or
have
was
got
that the end of the
loose.
race? That might have been the end of it. Hold on, I'm gonna tell you what happened here. That was the
Hold
end of the
on.
race.
I
That
will
was
jump
the
into
end of the
market and
race.
party and see who won.
I'm pretty sure K-Taddy just won that race.
All right, I will go get a final thing, but hold on 1 second, and I will
I
check
got it
out.
right here in front of me.
Okay, then if it's then K-Taddy won. Holy smokes.
So we got
K-Taddy, Marcus E-Dubs.
K-Taddy, Marcus, and Big D Destroyer.
Yeah, good job. That was a good ending to that race.
So we'll get those three here in invite.
I'll go ahead and shoot them the invites right now.
Well, no, just one at a time. Let's get we'll get our winner in here in just a second. We'll get K-Taddy in here. I can't wait to hear what Big Destroyer has to say. He ran a hell of a race. All these guys did, man. You know, the thing is, if any of you guys are watching this, please, no hard feelings towards each other in the chats. You all did a hell of a job, and I appreciate we, as a network, as a community, appreciate you. You know, Daytona's anybody's race. You'll know who the fastest. You know, when we go, next week or the week after, restrictor plate tracks are anybody's race. So we'll find out if the fastest car tonight is the fastest car next week.
Well, I'm going to tell y'all something to put it out there that Mr. David had a really fast truck. He actually hit a 47.469 in that race in the draft. Wow, that was a fast time. He had a fast truck in that race. But I just invited K-Taddy to the chat, so we'll see if we can get him in here and we'll talk to the winner. I'm sorry about that. I just had to put that out there.
All right, there he is. Hey, buddy, you got your party settings to always allow?
Yes, I do.
All right.
Congratulations, K-Taddy.
Yes, sir.
Man,
Congratulations.
Thanks, guys.
First win here on the Midnight Broadcast Network. Man, that's and it's at Daytona too. That's big. Take us through that last lap there. We actually thought that the last lap we were coming to 1 to go. But what did you see from that 41 truck?
Man, the 41, I don't know if coming off 4, if I got into him, if he had enough fuel. We were talking about it in the chat there the whole time that that last caution we pitted, and a few people didn't have enough fuel, so I'm not really sure what happened to him there at the end, but I'm happy that it happened.
Hey, man.
Understandably so. So, I mean, it was kind of a odd race for Daytona. I didn't expect it to, especially that last stage was a little erratic at times. There was 2 separate groups there that were just kind of, running. I think were you in the second one, and you guys caught up to the first one, and then.
Yeah, that 41 and we actually, right after that last restart, we ended up, there was a little mix-up. People got into each other, and we both fell back, and we hooked up right there. And then David Wallace and I don't remember who the other one was. We ended up getting a 4-truck pack. We were able to come up through, and we were a little faster than the front pack. We were picking up about 2/10 a lap, and it took a while, but we got there.
That's what it's about. There was enough laps. It's about patience sometimes at Daytona.
Yeah, man.
Absolutely.
Well, a great run, man. You ran your race. You put on a hell of a show for us up here in the booth. I mean, you're at ISM next week. You got some momentum here running. You think you're gonna be dominant there too?
I got a really good truck for ISM too, so I'm looking forward to it. Maybe take this momentum and make it 2 wins in a row.
There you go.
Hey,
Well,
keep your eyes open. Maybe you know, maybe a ride will open up tomorrow night, and we'll see what happens. And if you're available tomorrow night, maybe you'll
Get you
you'll
a
be
nice
running
message.
I'm
There you
absolutely
go.
available, and that'd be awesome.
Alrighty, well, we'll see what happens. And hey, man, great win. And
Good job, K-Taddy. I'm proud of
yeah,
you, my
absolutely.
brother. I'll catch up with you after a while. Good job, brother.
All right, thanks again, guys.
You're welcome.
Mr. Marcus E-Dubs. Yep, I got him.
Hey,
Hey, Marcus, congratulations on your second place. I know you didn't have the best truck out there, but you showed what Marcus Edos is made of, and you made something. You made nothing into something. Tell us about what you were going on in the race in the closing laps.
oh, absolutely. And I was preaching the whole time, like, hey, these two truck drivers, they better team up on this cup guy. Yes. Didn't look to burger up anyone too bad. Hey, man, you
Yeah.
know, great job. And I know I was talking to you earlier. It looks like we'll be seeing you a little bit more in the truck in the Xfinity series than we might in the Cup series. Well, you know you're gonna get your competition there just as well as you would in the Cup.
All right. Well,
Well, hopefully you can figure out a way to be competitive against Smoke Fan 2K. I'm just messing with you, dude. Alright, man. Hey, appreciate you, man. Good finish, and we'll be talking to you here soon.
yeah. Congratulations, buddy.
Good job, teammate. I'm proud of you, brother. Go RCR.
Alright, now we gotta get Big Destroyer. This guy I really want to talk to here.
Yeah, I want to know what's going on, man. He had a truck to beat. It's so just so sad, so disappointing.
Alright, let's get Mr. Big D in here. Big D Destroyer. Hey buddy, do you have your party settings set to always allow?
Yes, sir.
Alright.
Hey.
So, congratulations on that third place finish there.
Probably hurts a little bit.
Yeah, I bet it might be a little bit better. You had the truck to beat all race long. What happened there at the end?
Ah, man, I just clipped that apron a little bit, got in that butter, and slides you down. But hey, man, Taddy got the win. Hashtag Penske, it's all that matters.
Hey, you put on a hell of a show, man. I mean, I was sitting there. I mentioned at one point early in the stream. I said, hey, you know what, this guy, he's new here, and you know, next thing you know, you're running out front. You know, there was a lot of really fast trucks out there, and I hate that some of them got tangled up in some early incidents, but let's not take away the fact that you were one of them and you were there at the end. And I was kind of surprised. I thought that, I mean, obviously you and K-Taddy, truck guys, you're going up against the Cup guy, you might as well work together. I thought that, you know, it was going to be between the two of you. I think the three of us up here, we were saying, hey, we want to see a three-wide finish. But no, you did a heck of a job, man. I want to give you more than props, and don't be surprised if you know, somebody gets a hold of you tonight. There's a possibility that maybe if an Xfinity ride opens up tomorrow.
He is in Xfinity.
I am Xfinity. I moved down to run with K-Taddy because he had no partner for tonight. I was like, man, I got to run with you then.
He was
Oh,
a
well, hell,
filler
then I guess we're gonna see you tomorrow.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. And
you
y'all,
might
he's got
see
a good
K-Taddy.
car tomorrow. Yeah, he's got a good car tomorrow night, so everybody look out for
You two worked really
Big
well
D.
together, and I like it.
Yeah, we practiced all week working together. We had a strategy to pit right when we could to go to the end, and I might have ran out too soon. I could have sputtered a little bit too, but who knows? I mean, all that matters is Penske won, so that's a big thing.
Hey, it showed you guys were really good together.
Yeah, I want to just give props to just how I know Penske and RCR is not really teammates, but you know, we've actually had a bunch of practices together. You know, all of us has got together this week practicing for the truck races and the Xfinity series, and you know, there ain't but nothing but a bunch of good guys on both sides of the thing. And I just, you know, we've got good car owners and it's a good friendly competition, and I couldn't ask to race against any other group of guys in those teams. So good job to Penske, and but us RCR guys will have something for you tomorrow night, so look out for us.
I look forward to it.
Alright, and so will Junior Motorsports, but yeah, don't leave us out here. Shoot. But
yeah, I can't overlook you and FL either. Y'all got some good cars too, but we're gonna put on the show for the people tomorrow night. That's for sure. I'm gonna make sure of that.
Absolutely.
yes, sir. But yeah, man, congratulations on that top three. I know I heard a little bit at the end there, but you obviously had a very dominant truck. And I don't know if you're going to be running again next week in Truck Sioux, but if you are, we look forward to seeing you there.
Awesome.
Actually,
that sounds great.
Well, actually, it's kind of interesting. I will be in a truck next week at ISM, so I'm looking forward to that after watching tonight's race. I think it's going to be a good one at ISM.
Sounds good.
Actually, all right, man.
All righty, buddy. Good job tonight.
All right, thank you.
Good job, brother.
Thank you.
All right, and we will wrap it up here. You know, it's been a great race as far as everything goes. Final thoughts, NRG or Deadpool?
Well, my last thoughts about it was it didn't go exactly the way I thought it would. I feel like K-Taddy and, you know, Big Destroyer, them two guys were very dominant and fast when they were hooked up. But there was a lot of other fast guys like you know, from the back, and MP Roofer and Dale Jr. And there was a lot of guys that I would have loved to have just seen at the end there. If things didn't work out that way, that's sometimes how Daytona works. But outside of that, you know, these guys, like I said a million times throughout the stream, and especially at the beginning, they put a lot of time and effort into their trucks, into getting everything set up just for this race. And overall, it's a pretty good job. And I'm ready for next week.
Oh yeah. Oh yes. Yeah. In my opinion, you know, it's not exactly the same way I thought either. But you know, we did have a great finish. I would have loved seeing a green-white checker, man. It would have made it very interesting. You know, getting on and off of pit row here, because you got to get slowed down so much and not without running somebody over. But it was a good race. Congratulations again to K-Taddy and, you know, Penske teams, and Mark Casito for finishing second, and Big D for third, and the rest of the guys, you know. And a shout out to Mystic, who got fifth in there. So good job, everybody. But I look forward to ISM. It will be a totally different track, you know, next week, from the high speed banks of this to a short track. So it's going to be totally different, you know, a whole lot more close racing, you know, bumper to bumper. Don't be afraid to use that bumper going in the corner. You know, make sure you get on pit road stuff. We're going to have some good ones for next week, and then I'm also looking forward to tomorrow night, watching this race. I can't wait to jump in Mike's mini car. Man, I'm actually going to run some laps after we get off the air, so I'm anxious to drive.
I'm excited for you guys tomorrow night. I'll be watching. I'm not sure who'll be in the booth, but I'll definitely be watching.
Well,
But yeah.
and I also want to thank, you know, the Midnight Broadcasting crew, you know, these admins, man, NRG, you know, AJ, you know, Slade, Bags, all these guys, man, they put so much hard work into this and getting all of us together. And, you know, I've only been in here just 2 weeks, man, 2 or 3 weeks, and shoot, I'm having a ball, man. I'm having the most fun I've ever had racing.
That is the point, brother.
Yeah, I'm not only getting as a better driver, faster, you know, everything is just molding together, and we're building something great here. And like we always say, if you want to be a part of this, no matter your skill level, for beginner, average, pro, yes. And if you ever want something, just message AJ Storm or NRG, or even get a hold of me, Deadpool _ 490. We'll be more than glad to, you know, I'll get you in touch with right people. We'll work with you. That's just what we're here for, and just have fun. So,
as we end this stream, we'll let Twist take it away as soon as I get through these sponsors here. Reload Focus, Energy Formula, thank you all. Y'all are the best. Fade Grips as well. You guys have been awesome. Running Imports, y'all already know. And then our, you know, people that we're associated with, people that, you know, also have been a big part of this, Travis Bray and Tanner Berryhill. Big shout out to them as well.
Yep, and a new partnership with who did we get last night? The Elite Racing League.
Oh, and yeah, we got to give a huge shout out to the Elite Racing League. We are going to start streaming their races on Friday nights at 10 p.m. I'm not sure exactly if that's going to start this week or next week, but that is something that is going to be being streamed on our channel. Go like them on Twitter, Facebook. They got pages for all their series. There's a lot of very talented drivers in there, and honestly, I'm super stoked to actually be seeing that on our channel. Them guys are, you know, some of the best. We got a lot of the best people here on Midnight, but them guys got a lot of the best over there too. So,
Oh yeah.
I'm super stoked to, you know, see their racing live on our channel.
Yeah, me too. And I'm looking forward to watching the races. But anyway, I hope everybody enjoyed it, and let's turn it over to Twisted.
Yeah.
Send it.
Yeah, man. Well, we appreciate everybody tuning in. We hope that you guys enjoyed the race, and we hope that you will join us next time. And we are